What's up guys, Z-Sides here back with another video. So in this video I'll be doing a different video style. This time I'm going to be explaining the history of Iron Maiden's song The Trooper. This is going to be a different kind of video, like I said, based off of Sabaton history and how they cover their music and like the history form of it. So I'll get on to the video about The Trooper. As I said, this is about Iron Maiden's single, The Trooper, which tells the story of the charge of the Light Brigade at Balaclava, which was in the Allied invasion of Crimea, which was in the Crimean War, which was fought between 1853 and 1856. I'll go over the history of the Crimean War first. So the Ottoman Empire, which was mainly a Muslim power at this time, made Russia the protector of the Christians inside their empire. But after French pressuring, France was made the protector of the Christians inside their empire. Russia didn't like this, so they invaded and occupied parts of Ottoman-controlled Romania. The Ottomans were angered by this and declared war shortly after in 1853. During the invasion, the Russians were doing okay, but they were winning the war. The Western powers of France and Britain didn't want to see a growing Russia, so they gave Russia an ultimatum: either stop the war, or they're going to join in on the Ottoman side. The Russians disregarded this demand, so the Western powers joined in on the Ottoman side in 1854. Britain used its tremendous naval power to launch an invasion in Crimea, a peninsula in Russia, to try to capture the important point of Sevastopol. And after they landed north of the city, marching south pretty quickly. But the Russians would try to recapture their lands. The British would hold strong. And it was here that the Battle of Balaclava would take place.
You'll take my life, but I'll take yours too. You fire musket, but I'll run you through. So when you're waiting for the next attack, you better stand, there's no turning back. The bugle sounds, the charge begins. But on this battlefield, no one wins. The smell of iron smoke and a horse's breath as a virgin into sudden death.
The British Light Brigade could see the Russians fleeing with some British cannons they'd taken in a previous battle. They couldn't see the other Russian points, only the middle area, so they thought it was a good idea just to reclaim their cannons and get an easy victory. So as the Light Brigade charged in, they were attacked by cannons from all sides, which killed many of the horses. But they continued on, moving down the line until they reached one end of the Russians. Once there, they massacred them, forcing them to retreat. And before they could retreat back to take back the cannons, more Russians realized how easily surrounded they were, and almost completely surrounded them, and that most of them would have died if it weren't for the French heavy cavalry that arrived and opened up a gap, which allowed the British light cavalry units to escape. After the battle, there were 600 total of the Light Brigade. 295 got out alive, undamaged, or unkilled, with no wounds. 127 were wounded, 118 were killed, and 60 were captured. In Britain, the news of the Light Brigade was celebrated as great heroism, and celebrated very much. And one poet Alfred Lord Tennyson, would write a poem about the charge of the Light Brigade. If you'd like to read the poem, you can pause the video here. But anyway, the poem would generally become taught in many British schools, and the story would get known a good amount. And Iron Maiden would eventually release their single, The Trooper, 1983, which would propel the story even more. And The Trooper would become one of the most popular metal songs in history. Thank you for watching it till the end of this video, and yeah, just thank you. If you have any ideas for videos I could do like this, or just other video ideas about history, whatever, leave them in the comments. And Z-Side out.
Where the Russian gets me in his sights. He put the trigger on a field.